Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. We are so happy to be joining all of you. I have a new guest and an old friend of mine that I'd love to introduce you to. If she could share her first and last name and the name of her business.
Hi, Sheldon. My name is Sheri Marcantuono, and my business is Lotus Wood Journey.
Oh, my darling, my sweet, sweet darling. Okay, it has been a journey. I'm so glad that we're able to connect, even if it's just virtually. I can't
Yes,
wait too long without my Sheri in my
I
life.
know.
I know it's a difficult time, but it's always better when you have a great community of people that you can tap into in such a way. I want people to know more about what it is that you were doing. So before all of this quarantine business and hopefully continued within it, you were working with high school students, right?
Yes.
And their parents to help them navigate anxiety, stress, depression, all of the different things in which really tackles them in the school environment and then out
Yes.
there. Why don't you
Yes.
tell people a little bit about the work that you've been doing in the programs that you have?
Sure. So I created a curriculum called #IamFree, and it's a path to empowerment. So this curriculum is for high school students, and I teach them breathing, I teach them mindfulness, I teach them tools and techniques that help them manage life, manage every day, manage their self-worth, manage forgiveness, manage understanding and acknowledgement. Because right now, I don't know if a lot of them have the tools.
Right.
I mean, I was 36
Right.
when I lost my dad.
Yeah.
36 years old. I had a 5-year-old daughter. I didn't have any tools to help her.
Yeah.
I wasn't until I was like 38 until I started my journey.
Yeah.
My father died in 36.
Yeah.
So I was broken. I didn't have any tools. I just was winging it with my daughter. And she was 5. So when I really started my journey, really got into my journey,
Yeah.
I was shocked at so many things that I have neglected myself and neglected my daughter, but without knowing, obviously.
Right.
All of that emotion, all of that self-worth that she needed,
Yes.
I wasn't giving it to myself.
Right.
So I couldn't give it to her. So, you think about high school students, some of them don't understand themselves because they weren't given the opportunity to. So when I decided to leave my 17-year job, like, good job,
Yeah.
great. It was great, but I wasn't fulfilled.
Right.
And when I decided that it was time to leave, I knew where I needed to be, and that was with high school students, because that's when I was growing up where I got stuck.
Oh my goodness. So you were
Yeah.
working with them in the traditional sense, and my hope is that you're continuing to work with them in a space where on how they were dealing with and how they were tackling all of the things that were outside of their control.
Yes.
And how they were taking control of those things, right? Like
Absolutely.
you were tapping into that in that particular way. What types of methods were you using in order to be able to assist them in doing so?
So a lot of it was breathing techniques, just finding your center. A lot of people don't even know where their center is,
Right.
where that calm center is.
Right.
So if we can't, as adults, know where that's at,
right,
how can we tell our kids where that's at? So it took me a long time. So my dad died in 2009. I didn't start my journey until like 2000. The whole 2010 was bad.
Right.
Bell's palsy, GERD,
Wow.
my husband wanting me to leave. That whole year was a mess until like the beginning of 2011. And that's when I really understood and started finding things out. But if we don't know,
right,
how can we let someone else know? So I taught them about breathing and acknowledgement, because one thing that I learned through my journey was acknowledgement, because I used to be like this because this is how I grew up.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Just deal with it. Sheri, don't be so emotional. Sheri, that's just how they are. And when I put my blinders down, it was like, what? I wanted to put them back up, but I knew this was freedom.
I am free, which we can transition to in such a beautiful way. Because
Yes.
you have a series of, you have a workbook, you have a series
Yes.
of different programs. Talk to me
Yeah.
about the freedom. And again, hashtag I am free when you follow, fan, and like Sheri. But talk to me about the freedom that your students receive in going through this process and what can be found in this workbook that you provide.
Okay, so I start out by telling the students my journey. That's how I am an open book, right? It's right there, my book, but I am an open book.
Yeah.
I want them to understand that I don't come in here like this, looking down. I don't do that. That's not what I do. I am exactly who they are.
Right.
Our energy, it's just energy, right?
Yeah.
So I tell them where I was. Most of them, I would say, 70. I think I have the statistics.
Yeah.
I should have had them with me.
Next time.
Yeah. 77% of them have gone through or are going through what I went through.
Right.
97% of them said that they would use the tools that I taught them to live their daily life. Now that's out of 305 students in one school.
Wow.
That's 305 students. So 97% of those 305 students said yes, they will use a breathing techniques.
Wow.
So, and that's just the breathing.
That's just the breathing. Okay, so the breathing is within that space, the being able to focus on the additional things within that space. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about how that works.
So we do a lot of activities. One thing that I am is a very hands-on person. I am very old school. I like a piece of paper and a pencil. So, so a lot of the things that I teach them are very foreign. A vision board is they can't see past their pain right now. So once we get to like I am statements are good for positive, and they also work negatively. Because if you're saying I am angry, you're seeing your life through that angry lens. You can't see what you should be learning from that anger.
Understood.
Okay. So I teach them, okay, let's acknowledge that. We're not going to do this. We have to acknowledge, why are you angry? What is making you angry? And they don't want to talk about it. But if I teach them to understand their breath, and let's breathe through this. It's easier to say, okay, just pull that emotion a little bit back. And say, okay, what is this story telling me? What is happening right here? So, okay, I'm angry because I don't like the way she's talking about me. Why, if she's calling you fat, do you believe you're fat? So if you're believing, people can only give you what they believe in themselves.
100%. I believe that to be true.
But students don't understand that. 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds don't understand that, because some of them don't have the tools at home to be self-aware.
So what you're providing them within the tools in which you provide, and in essence, especially in this environment, providing their parents with the tools in which they need in order to be able to identify these things, is looking at it realistically, offering them, whether it be breathing techniques, meditation, different tools that are tactful, right? So they can really actually see some differences, especially while they're at home, right? There's a lot of anxiety that people are receiving. There's a lot of depression that's setting in. There's a lot of realizations that are happening where parents were very much disconnected with their child and the student in their household. And now
they're like, how are you doing?
Now they're
at home going, what are you doing?
Exactly. In that space, for sure.
How are you learning? Is this what you do at school? And been working with parents and students virtually. Talking to them, do some meditating. And meditating, I want to explain a little bit about meditating in a minute. I want to explain what I mean by meditating. We do breathing, we do meditating, I do some exercises with them, and we do it in half-hour increments. So it could be after school, because like my daughter, she has to be at school at 8, and they get done at 12:15. So she's
Yeah.
got to go and,
Do all
be
the
there at every class.
Yeah.
Some schools, a couple of the students that I'm working with now, they don't have a schedule.
Yeah.
So they just have to submit it by the end of the day, by like 11:59.
Yeah.
So what happens there is I work with them when their parents are ready. So if at 12 o'clock they want to have lunch or they want to take a break, we're scheduled. They make an appointment with me, and we do Zoom or Skype or so many other,
platforms
that, and then we just do this. I teach them, we do breathing. I talk about what their triggers are for that day, how they can overcome it, why their parents are so angry. We got to remember that we grew up here at, I'm 30, I'm not 36, I'm 47.
Yeah.
So, when I was in high school, it's very different than what's happening now.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
no pen and paper. It's all computer. So when parents are getting angry, how are you about, we have to understand that we're looking at it from two different lenses. And that's where I come in, just so that we can talk. And a lot of times just me being that mediator, right, allows the parent to talk to the student and the student to talk to the parent. And it's working so well. And I'm so happy that it's working so well, because I'm still being able to be there for the students and now the parents as well.
Which I think is wonderful, which I think is absolutely wonderful. And I know my goal is to talk to Sheri at least once a week and have her be able to share with you the insights and kind of help you navigate truly through this new environment that it could very well be indefinite and as it relates to how long it lasts. So while we're here and while we're together, working with someone like Sheri can help us in getting a lot further. The next time that she's on, we're going to talk a little bit more about the meditation piece, if that's okay, Sheri.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say something really quick. Meditation doesn't have to be about you sitting there for 20 minutes and being still. Yeah. Meditation, and the other things that I'm giving families is about meditating, is about taking a walk. Yeah. And when that negative thought comes up, it's all about redirecting to a positive thought or a positive. So that's where what I believe being meditation, not so much just like sitting there in silence, because a lot of us don't know how to sit. I didn't know how to sit in silence.
Right, for fair.
Because that's reflection, and sometimes reflection is really hard. But if you can redirect a negative thought in something like you're walking, if you can redirect.
Right. I think that and I know that you have the services and the resources, primarily the resources, again, meeting with her, the workbook, and really being able to hone in on what she can offer to you and your family, the young person within your household, as well as the parents, to be able to help navigate this uncertain time. There's going to be a lot of stress and anxiety, and especially when dealing with your tween or teen, this might, and I know to be true, will be a resource that can really help you in making that happen. So Sheri, if people want to get in touch with you, until the next time that you are here on This Is It TV, if people want to connect with you, where would they find that information?
I have a website. It's sherimarcantuono.com. Yeah. I have a Facebook page and I have an Instagram page. Okay. And I also want to just put out there too that I'll work with the elementary school kids via, social media, this platform. Okay. Just because I know that that's a tough time too, because I see a lot of posts, my kid, how is this new math? I don't understand, so I'll work with K to college. Oh, so awesome. Yeah, so I want to put that out there too. So
of course. And our goal is to be able to continue to give you, a connection to Sheri's resources and what Sheri's up to. So we're so excited about that. Sheri, until next time, my darling, make sure I will get in touch and share your social media handles as well as your website with the This Is It TV community.
Yes.
Exactly, that you are there for them. Thank you so much for joining me, gorgeous. I'm so excited. This is so fun. I mean, the ability to continue moving things along here at This Is It TV is our goal and objective, continuing to connect you with our amazing and talented resources and professionals is what we are meant to do. From all of us here at This Is It TV, don't forget to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you see at This Is It TV, and log on to thisisItTV.com. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.
Bye.